Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So this is my April vlog. Every month at the end of the month I'm going to put together the things that happened to me in that month, the things I vlogged about with my vlogging camera, just little bits and pieces of my life, and put them together in a vlog slash story time. So I hope you guys like this format. When some of my subscribers had expressed interest in me vlogging, I thought, I don't do anything in my life. Like, this is pretty much all I do is, researching, recording, editing, putting together content for you guys. But obviously there are things that I do maybe 2 or 3 times in the month that may be vlog worthy. And then there's also the parts of my life that are behind the scenes of my process in creating these videos that I think you guys would be interested to see. So we'll try it out and you let me know what you think. Now this month, April, was a strange month. It actually flew by. It went so fast. I can't even believe when I was looking over all the footage that I had from the month, how quickly it went, because the first clips that I took in April, it felt like it had just happened. So I was a little surprised at how fast the time goes when you're really, really busy. And April got off to a rough start for me because I was incredibly stressed out. I started this Manson series and it was really important for me to get all of those videos out to you guys before I left for vacation. I told you guys that over and over again, like, I'm going to try to get these out, and it became so stressful because the story just developed into something that was going to take much longer to tell. And then I was worried that I was going to leave you guys hanging in the middle of the series and, leave for 8 days and not be able to provide you any content. But, such is life. I was very stressed out about it though. So I am editing this Manson video, part 1, and it's stressing me out because it's April 7th and I leave for Mexico in 10 days. And I just realized how long I recorded for today for part 1. There's literally going to be like 19 clips that I have to edit into a video that's going to be like an hour or an hour and 20 minute stops. And they're all like 18 minutes each. And I just feel like that's not going to work. But it has to fit into part 1 because it's all about his upbringing. So I have to make it work. So I've been really stressed. Look at this. So these are all the clips that I've put from my computer to my hard drive. And then these are the clips that I still have to put in my hard drive. And then I'm going to start editing part 1. But I feel like it's not going to work. But I really needed to. And I have to find time to edit it. It's going to take a long time to edit. We're going to make it work. I'm just worried, guys. I've been stressed out about this upcoming vacation and being able to get all the stuff out for you that I want to get out for you. It's hard. I don't mean to be complaining. I don't want to sound like somebody that hates their job, because I love my job. But it's hard when you literally know at a certain date you're not going to be able to record, edit, or post anything else. So you have to manage. And this is a big case. Like, this is one that I probably should have waited till I got back to do, so I didn't have the pressure. But anyways, we're gonna make it work. I have to go pick up the kids. Bella and Aiden are at my mom's. She took them today so I could record, because also my mother-in-law is on vacation. She's in Europe and she's usually the one who watches the kids while I record. So I haven't had any help or anybody watching the kids the past week. So I haven't been able to record. So my mom took them for a couple hours so I could record. And as soon as Bella wakes up from her nap, I've got to go pick them up. So I have to get whatever editing I can done in that small amount of time. And I also have a lot of stuff to do to get ready for the vacation. Like, I still have to find a bathing suit I like. I've gotten like 12 bathing suits. And I hate all of them. I hate shopping for bathing suits. I love shopping, but I hate shopping for bathing suits because I hate it. It brings me anxiety. And especially when I looked at the pictures from the place we're going, the Hard Rock in Cancun, and it felt like every single girl who posted a picture on Instagram there was like a model with a 6-pack. Some of them have 12 packs. And I'm here, I try to work out and I try to stay in shape, but I still have the stomach of a person who has carried and given birth to 3 children. So it makes you feel bad about yourself. And I know I shouldn't, it's stupid, but I do. So I have to find a bathing suit I like. I have to find some sort of like flip-flops that I like. I have to find some kind of like cover-ups I can wear on the beach. I have to worry about getting SPF, because I always wear a high SPF on my face. And the one I have from last year is probably expired. Why does going on vacation feel so stressful? But I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it because it's been so long since we've gone on vacation without the kids, and just like, you know, it's my family's gonna be there, my husband. I haven't gone on vacation with my family, like my mom, my dad, and my siblings, probably since my sister, who's getting married, was 2 years old. So it's gonna be exciting. I can't wait. All right, I'm gonna start editing this, and I will be back to speak to you and talk to you and chat with you and bring you on my journey, my life. My life's not interesting, but for these monthly vlogs, you can see a little bit of what goes on in it. Yay! All right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. My neighborhood's so freaking loud too. So loud. That's a story for another day. And personally, as a mother, April was a little bit of a test of my patience. Bella is 2.5. She, as you guys know, if you follow me on any social media, she's a monster. I call her a Sour Patch Kid all the time because she can be so sweet. And when she's so sweet, there's nothing better in the world. But then she can be really mean and really impatient and get really aggravated because she's still in the place where she has a couple of words, but she's not talking in full sentences yet. So it's hard for her to communicate and express herself. Therefore, she gets frustrated. Therefore, we all get frustrated because we don't know what she wants because she's just pointing and grunting like a caveman. Adam and I got an email from Aiden's school saying he's been acting up in school a little bit, not doing anything bad, but just kind of not being able to be quiet during class, distracting others, allowing others to distract him. So we got an email from his gym teacher, and she was like, "What's going on?" And that's when I knew I had to get Aiden into something to channel these energies. He already takes swimming lessons, and during the summer he goes to a YMCA camp for a couple weeks out of the 3 months that he's off school, but he definitely needs something that was more consistent for him, that would give him the ability to learn patience and self-control and also channel some of that energy. So we got him into Taekwondo, which I'm super pumped about because he really loves it and he seems to be really good at it. And I like Taekwondo because they teach you to control yourself and they teach you about respect and courtesy, which is something that I think every little 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old boy needs. So I definitely think that's going to be a really good thing for him. But with him acting out in school in April and Bella just being absolutely insane, it was tough for me as a mother because I felt almost every day, at the end of every day, like, what am I doing wrong? What am I not doing right? What am I not giving them that they need? It became incredibly frustrating. It became one of those things that I was getting down on myself about because I'm the one that's home all the time and I'm the one that should be teaching them and leading them, and it wasn't working in April. So that was upsetting for me. I do have to say now that at the end of April, things are so much better. Aiden is flourishing and really loving Taekwondo, and I can see it at home when I ask him to do things now, like make his bed or feed the dogs. He doesn't huff and puff about it. He just says, okay, and he does it. So yay. And Bella is actually now all of a sudden getting more words, putting them together, and she's able to communicate better with us. So oh my God, it's so amazing. She's been such a different baby now that she's able to communicate better. And it's been a lot of stress off of me and her father, I know for a fact. Are there days when she's clingy and whiny? Yes. Are there days when she's not her best self? Yeah. There's days when I'm not my best self. So we're all allowed those days, and she still has them, but they're becoming more few and far between. And Bella has these almost obsessive compulsive sort of tendencies where she doesn't want to wear any clothes that you pick out. They have to be what she picks out, and usually it's like a Christmas sweater in the middle of April. And the shoes, she has to wear the same shoes every day. If you try to put a different pair of shoes on her, she will just freak out and she won't let you put them on her. And at night, she has a very specific routine. She's a baby that needs her routines, but she'll just switch up the routine every so often without telling me. And then I won't know what it is that she wants. So for a while, we've had to read The Very Hungry Caterpillar every night. I've read that book so many times. I can now recite the book without having to even look at the pages. We have to read that every night. But she has to kiss the caterpillar on the first page. He has to go nom 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 on every page of the book where they're telling you about each fruit. So On Monday, he ate 1 apple. She's got to go, mum, 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 mum. And then the next day, on Tuesday, he ate 2 pears. Mum, mum, mum. She has to do that on every single page. You can't skip one. And then on Saturday, when the caterpillar eats all the stuff, she has to point to each one with her finger. And if you go too fast through them, she gets mad and you have to start all over. And then she has to have her purple blanket when we're reading, but she only wants her blue blanket when she goes to bed. So it's definitely been stressful, but I think I'm getting the hang of it now. And just as I'm gonna get the hang of her routine, she's gonna switch it up on me. I took the kids to the mall to see the Easter Bunny, me, Aiden, and Nev. Bella was terrified. She would not go near the Easter Bunny. She didn't even want to look at the Easter Bunny. Aiden and Nev did sit on the Easter Bunny's lap, but when I tried to get close to take a picture of them, I was holding her and she freaked out, so that was tough. She just doesn't like the Easter Bunny. She doesn't have a problem with Santa Claus, doesn't like the Easter Bunny. Is that a thing? I have to feel like Santa Claus kind of looks normal, because he's a guy just with a beard, like he looks like your grandpa. But the Easter Bunny is this big ass bunny with a big bunny head. Yeah, that's gotta be scary. I never thought about that. We're going to see the Easter Bunny. We're going to see the Easter Bunny. Yay! What, Bella?
She said no.
You want to see the Easter Bunny?
No!
Nobody wants to see the Easter Bunny but me, but we're going.
We get frozen yogurt, right?
Maybe frozen yogurt.
I'm in.
Aiden, you want to see the Easter Bunny?
No.
What?
No.
Why? How are you going to tell the Easter Bunny what you want?
It's not real.
Now, you didn't hear that.
I didn't hear that.
Mm-mm.
I'm just gonna pretend you didn't.
How are you going to ruin everybody's Easter by making up lies about the Easter Bunny?
The Easter Bunny is definitely real.
Yeah, Aiden.
Liberal, what's his name?
It's just the Easter Bunny.
Easter Bunny. All right, let's go.
Well, how is he that tall when he's a bunny?
Because he's a
He's
superhuman
magic.
bunny. He's magic. It's obvious. Coffee first, but first coffee.
In a suit.
It's not a man in a suit.
You're a man in a suit.
Yeah.
You're like 45,000 ants in one big skin.
Me too.
So we went to see the Easter Bunny and she threw a fit, and then we kind of walked around the mall because I was trying to find a bathing suit for Mexico, which I never found on that shopping trip. Bella! Reminds me of the place that, what's her name worked in Mean Girls.
Oh my god, like the foot cream?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I think of that every time I see that store.
Why?
I don't know, I think it's like where it is and the color palette of it.
We have to go into Victoria's Secret really quick because I need a bathing suit that I don't hate.
You need a what?
A bathing suit that I don't hate. Bella, come on, Bella! There she is. Didn't find a bathing suit on that trip. Noticed Charlotte Russe had closed. I never go to the mall, maybe once every 3 months because Bella, I used to love to go to the mall, but Bella, she doesn't like going places. So if I have to do anything, I usually shop online or I'll go to Target where, there's other people that understand me and my child. Usually at the mall, it's a bunch of teenagers or childless people walking around, and they look at you when your kid's crying and acting up, and that they're thinking, why would you ever have a child? And then you're kind of thinking that too, like, why did I do this? Why is this my life? Noticed Charlotte Russe was closed. Kind of upset about that because I love Charlotte Russe. They have really cute dresses, but that's closed now, so I feel like this is a trend. A lot of mall, like brick and mortar places, they call them, stores that are physical, not online, those are closing down. I don't know if Charlotte Russe closed down online though. Is it only in the mall or are they still open online? Let's check. Charlotte Russe is under new ownership. We are excited to bring back this beloved brand as we continue working with malls across the country in our efforts to secure a key location. Oh, so Charlotte Russe is gonna be back. This is great news, guys. Okay, so I'm happy about that. Anyways, so that was stressful, but we had Jugendfrüh at the end of it. I love Jugendfrüh. Jugendfrüh is my absolute favorite frozen yogurt because they put like a real fruit in there and there's chunks of fruit. I just love Jugendfrüh. I always get the peach mango large. So good. We had Jugendfrüh, which at the end made everything better because frozen yogurt makes everything better. But then later, Nav and I had to go back to the mall. So we came home with the kids, we had dinner, but then my mom and my sister, they had to go to the mall to get these shoes that my sister insisted we all had to wear for the wedding. So it was a specific type of shoe that she wanted us to wear. And I don't like buying shoes online because my feet are weird and I need to try the shoes on. So Nav and I had to go back to the mall to go to the shoe store and get the shoes. So we literally never go to the mall, and we're here for the second time today. Because we're meeting my mom and my sister and her aunt and her grandmother. Same person. Same people. For dinner. And they were at the mall. Same person. Are you literally still drinking that from 17 hours?
Leave me alone. It was, what time is it? 7? It was from 6 hours ago.
Yeah. 17 hours. Will you text your aunt? Tell her I'm at the shorts. Where is she? How can we creep up on her with the camera if she's nowhere to be found? Did she text and say she was leaving? Oh. I have a text.
Oh.
We are in shoe department. Good thing it's right across the way.
Seriously, where did you go to get your hair? You could go. Why? She knows that.
I'm getting them. Hi. We're here at a shoe department. What do you got?
Oh,
Oh.
look at how cute they are. I got the thing at JCPenney's where it's like a crop top, like bralette with like the high-waisted pants. I feel very bohemian.
They're really nice. Really nice? I mean, I like them. I would wear them for like slippers. I feel like I'd be skiing in them, you know, like at ski lodge when you get home from the ski lodge. Well, when you get home from the ski lodge and you just want to relax by the fireplace.
These are not slippers. These are winter boots.
The winter boots should be waterproof. I don't know how waterproof this part is.
These are like fashionable winter boots.
Oh, okay.
These are not for sport.
That's why they're
These are
on
for
clearance.
fashion. These are adorable.
Stop it, Nev.
Oh my God,
Right now.
Stop. They're all cute. I'm sorry. These?
You have officially sealed your cat lady status.
These? They're good shoes.
Nope. These are really cute, huh? I love them. Oh my God, this one. Oh, $40. What? This is crazy. And we met my mom and my sister there, which was fun because then afterwards we had dinner at Applebee's and we talked about the wedding and what kind of things we were gonna do, and we were just really looking forward to it. And having dinner with Nev, who's basically grown, and my sister and my mom, who are grown women, it was nice because it was the first time in a long time that I've sat down to dinner without kids. And if you're a parent, you know how special that is to sit down to dinner and be able to focus and eat and have a conversation instead of having to worry about your kid throwing french fries around or making sure they're fed before you even look at your food, and then your food is cold and everybody else around you is having a conversation but you can't partake. That was nice to have that, and I really enjoyed it.
Even worse. I'm kidding.
Don't
I
tell
love
her.
you. It's even worse.
And what did I say? I said, don't tell her because that's the
I
way
don't
she
remember you saying don't tell me because I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have agreed to deceive her that way. And like I said, I look super fat in that. You should revel in that for a second.
You look fit?
I'm sure you don't look fat.
She doesn't.
I bent over to put the pants on because I have to like do that shimmy where you're like pulling them off your legs.
That just means you're.
My girl is the kind of girl that keeps me satisfied. She keeps me satisfied, oh yeah. She goes right to my head.
We are at April 11th. I leave in, I think, 5 or 6 days, and it's getting tight. It's getting tight for me to be able to release everything for you guys in time. So right now, I'm editing part 2 of the Manson video, and I recorded it just now, and I'm gonna edit it. And I just kind of want to give you guys an idea of the kind of chaos that I work in. just because that's where I feel most comfortable. So let me show you my workstation really quick. So that's my laptop, obviously, I'm editing. Here's my notebook and my pen in case I have to make notes, and you know, lip gloss just cause, my hard drive. Always have a vitamin water here because I get thirsty, and then another vitamin water here, and then obviously my coffee. There's another notebook. My headphones are over there. Here's my tablet because I always keep this here in case I need like clips or something for a video. I have my phone here, and yeah, it's just kind of like chaotic, but at least I have my drinks and all the electronics that I need to make this work. And then I have to find time to record part 3. And I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna happen. This is really stressing me out. All right. Wish me luck. I better get back to work. But of course, you know, with kids, it's difficult. It's a struggle. It's hard. You're tired. There's so many days where I just want 5 minutes to myself and I don't get it. So I get stressed out by that. But when you have kids, there's also so much fun that I don't think a lot of people who don't have kids get to experience. So many fun things that you do with them and spontaneous things that just happen where they make you feel good and they make you feel happy to be a parent. And they make you feel proud that you made this creature, this beautiful creature who's now growing up, and you can see so much of yourself and your spouse in them, but you also see their own personality and their own identity, and it's just so cool. Nev had gotten a bunch of ties from somewhere, I don't know, but when I saw all the ties, I said, we gotta do something with these ties. So we just decided to sit on her bed and wear ties as if we were hippies. I was in my Charles Manson phase at that point, so I really felt like a 60s vibe with these ties.
Don't look at me. I'm ashamed.
Don't look at me.
Hi.
So, Nev got like a bunch of ties.
I got so many ties.
Secondhand ties.
I know you're all jealous.
I actually like this blue one on my head. I feel like a flower child.
Oh my gosh, so cute. Wait, hang on.
Isn't that cute?
I need a really hippie-ish one.
This purple one.
No, I like
It's
this
like
one.
real 80s one.
This one screams 70s.
I feel like this is what Don Draper would have looked like if he was allowed to be himself.
Oh my gosh, guys.
You've got to go to Woodstock. You got to go to Woodstock right now.
Like right now?
Like right now.
Or like, oh.
Right?
Me too.
She said, no. And she doesn't care. She doesn't like the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, no one likes the Easter Bunny. You look like this has never occurred to you before.
Why do I have a picture of you on the Easter Bunny's lap every year?
Because you wanted it. And I was a good kid. And I didn't put up a fight.
So that's the same corgi that Aiden held in my Boxy Lux unboxing in December. Why is this
Okay.
corgi keep making it into my video?
Dude, I don't know, but look how cute it is.
Oh, this is like really good. It's good for holding your hair back when you're cleaning.
You're like doing your makeup and you're like, I'll just grab my husband's tie.
We're gonna make this a thing. This is coming back into style. I mean, was it ever in style?
No, definitely not.
It's gonna be in style now.
We're trendsetters. I need to get like the clips, like butterfly clips to go here to look like a real 90s killer.
That would, yeah, that's very 90s. That's like J-Lo,
Yeah.
you know, like in her
Monica
little
Geller.
velour like jumpsuit.
Oh, I wish I had a velour jumpsuit.
I do too. I used to have a velour jumpsuit. It said juicy on the butt.
Oh, they always say juicy on the butt. All the good ones.
You
were
gonna give it to me. Why?
I don't know, but you can keep it.
A long lazy little dress, she tempts with the devil's sweet caress. And I must confess, oh no, my heart skips like a stone. Whoa, well, there's no four-letter word I know that can sing her eyes and play her soul, my autumn rose.
Rosie,
She's so official.
watch out, corporate America. There's a new wolf on Wall Street. There's a new wolf on Wall Street. She's like, guys, I keep like moving away and finding a new spot. She's like, oh wow, that dog's cuter than me. and we hung out and we had a good time. It's really awesome when you can have a good time with your teenage daughter. So then we left for vacation. I had a huge suitcase because you never know what you're gonna need. I eventually did end up getting some bathing suits, a couple from Target, a couple from online, which I liked and they were okay. The one from Target I especially liked. I got some cute cover-ups from Venus. Venus has the cutest cover-ups. The Beach Life one that you'll see me wearing, I got from there. I got a couple like knitted ones. I got a black one from Target, but either way, I was ready with bathing suits and cover-ups, but there was also, you know, my maid of honor dress that I had to pack and my shoes. And I had to have some nice shoes and clothes for when we have the dinner, you know, before the wedding. I forget what it's called now because my brain has forgotten everything lately. What is the dinner before the wedding that you have? I don't know. Pre-wedding dinner, but you know, for the bridal party, the bride and the groom, they have this party for the bridal party, and it's a dinner, and the rehearsal dinner. see the rehearsal dinner. We did the rehearsal dinner, but I had to have nice clothes for that, so I had to pack a lot. I put most of my makeup in my carry-on because I was terrified that if my luggage got lost, my makeup would get lost. We met everybody at the airport, so all my family was there. My mother, my father, my stepmother, my brother, obviously my sister, her husband, his family, his mother, his two sisters, one of his sister's fiancés. They were all awesome people. It was so cool to hang out with everybody. My cousin Corinne was there, her husband. It was just so cool to kind of go to the airport and like everybody's around and you're kind of doing this as a group. Now, Adam probably didn't think so as much. He's kind of like likes to be alone a little bit more. And you know, it's your in-laws family. So even though he loves them, he was probably like, oh, there's too many people around. It was super early, but I had a good time. I thought it was awesome that we all got on the plane together, which once again was so cool. I'm anxious about flying. I get really stressed out, but it was so nice having everybody there. You could see everybody sitting near you. It was just cool. I know most of the time I was like watching a movie anyways. I watched Bohemian Rhapsody on the plane, which was amazing. But most of the time I was watching a movie anyways, but it was kind of nice just knowing everybody was there.
But I said, on our way to Mexico. What's happening? What's happening? She said they should announce it. We have a bride on board.
Aren't you technically already married?
Champagne for everything.
Not according to the ring.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
I don't know why though, but every single flight that we took had so much turbulence, it was stressing me out. And I felt like an idiot because everybody else, you know, all these people who fly for a living, they go on a plane like 5-6 times a month. They're all sitting there like, the plane feels like it's about to fall out of the sky and they're not even, you know, glancing up. And I'm like, you feel that? What's happening? Did you feel that? Like, I was super stressed, but it was nice having everybody on the plane. I had a lot of fun. Once we landed in Mexico, I was ready for a drink after being on that plane. The airport in Cancun, it's crazy. Like, you have to go through so much in customs before you can even get into Mexico. But then once we did and we stepped out of the airport, I smelled that salty, you know, humid, muggy air. I was just like, this is it, I'm here. And you know, I got excited because I was ready to get to the beach. I love the beach. I love the ocean. I don't go swimming in the ocean, really. I'll like go in and then go out. I'm a pool swimmer, but I love being by the water. So I was super excited. We all took a van to the resort.
We're on our way to the resort. Ruffians to the back of the bus. There's Adam. He doesn't want to sit with me in the cool kid spot.
You want to leave your husband alone?
Nope. It's hot. My hair's frizzy.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the AC to kick in.
Once we got there, we checked in. Our room was just so beautiful. The balcony, which is nice because it's a corner balcony, and then there's the lagoon over here. I'm starving. Do you smell that food? Oh my god.
I want some steak.
Oh, we had 2 rooms while we were there. The first half of the time we had a room that had a lagoon view, so the back of the resort, no, the front of the resort. And then the second half we had the ocean view, and they were both really beautiful in their own way because the sun set on the lagoon side. I loved sitting out on the balcony every night and like watching the sun sink. I love sunsets. I love sunrises. That's just kind of a thing. I'm sure everybody's like that. I'm over here like, that's my thing. I love sunsets and I love sunrises. And every day when I was in Mexico, I always got up early. 6:30, I was up and had all my stuff and ready to go down to the beach and get chairs so that I could get like the chairs by the pool in the place that I wanted with the right amount of shade. And you may be like, what are you doing? You're on vacation. You don't have kids. Why don't you sleep? Because I'm so used to being woken up 4, 5, 6 times a night. Bella and Aiden both wake me up multiple times a night. Bella probably wakes me up 2 or 3 times a night still, and Aiden probably about the same 2 or 3 times because he needs me to lay in bed with him until he falls asleep. And once he wakes up and realizes that I'm not there, he comes into my room and finds me, and he tries to get in bed with me, but I don't let him because there's just not enough room. I will just walk him back to his room, get in bed with him, and lay there until he falls back asleep, and then get up and walk into my own room and go back to sleep. And then once he figures out I'm not there, or he wakes up and realizes I'm not there, he comes back and gets me. Multiple times a night this happens. So I'm not used to sleeping through an entire night. So when I was in Mexico, I would go to sleep at like midnight and wake up at 6:30 and feel like I had slept for a month because I was just so refreshed from having that uninterrupted block of sleep. It was awesome. But I'm an early riser anyways. My brain kind of works like that. I never set an alarm. I just woke up at that time. That's what time I wake up typically at home, sometimes earlier if I'm recording. So my brain just woke me up at that time. And I liked getting down to the beach when nobody else was there. I liked being the first person down there. I liked going down there when it was still dark, getting coffee from the lobby, and then just sitting there and watch the sunrise over the ocean. So, I mean, that was actually one of the best parts of being in Mexico for me. I love it. I don't want to waste time when I'm on vacation because we rarely ever go on vacation, and I don't want to sleep when I'm on vacation. I just don't, even though the beds are really comfortable. And we stayed at the Hard Rock Hotel in Cancun, and it was okay. Typically when Adam and I go to Mexico, we pick a more like adults all-inclusive, so it's quieter. And there's no kids obviously, and it's more like of a relaxing experience. So, you know, you got your beach bed, you got your book, and you just kind of lay there and read and drink and relax and eat and then just kind of be together. But the Hard Rock is more of a spring break kind of vibe. So there was loud music playing everywhere all the time. And the first couple of days that was unsettling to me because I was kind of in like, I want to relax mode. But this was like, we're going to party 24/7 mode. But after a while, I did get into it. And I'm kind of appreciative of the atmosphere because if it had been my normal kind of resort, I would have just ended up laying around and, you know, sleeping on the beach. But this kind of element in this atmosphere got me out of my shell. I don't have a shell, but it made me realize relaxing wasn't going to be possible. So I joined in. You know, if you can't beat them, join them. And there were so many fun activities by the pool. The food at the Hard Rock Hotel Cancun was not the best food. I've been to Mexico and all-inclusives before and have been impressed with the food they have, but this was not the best. However, the party atmosphere at the pool and the pool itself, the swim-up bars, that was one of the best atmospheres, in my opinion, that you could find if you're looking for that kind of thing. The people who work there are awesome, except for the higher-up people, like the people, the concierge and the people who work at the front desk. They were all kind of assholes, and I don't have a problem saying that because I'll tell you why in a minute, but they were rude and unhelpful. But all the other people, like the bartenders, the people at the pool who are there to, like, you know, give you a good time and get you riled up and do the aqua aerobics and stuff, they were awesome. Everybody else was awesome and helpful. It was just those like front desk people and concierge people, like the higher up people, I guess I would say, they were just unhelpful. And, you know, to me, I've worked in the service industry forever. I've worked in customer service. The customer is always right. And if it's in your power to do something or help them with an issue that they have that you've caused, then you need to do that. So for instance, the first day I was there, no, not the first day, the first full day I was there, I got sunburned. And the reason I got sunburned was even though I wore, you know, the big floppy hat and I put on a crap ton of SPF, the umbrella that I had put up, they came and they said, you have to take it down, it's too windy. So I had to put the umbrella down. And then later I tried to put it back up and they were like, no, you gotta take that down, it's too windy. So I'm like, okay, I've got a ton of SPF on, I keep applying it every 90 minutes, I've got the hat on, I should be fine. But the next day I was burnt, I had sun poisoning. So here we are in the room. It seems like no matter what precautions you take, you will still get sunburned if you are pale, like me. Adam says I have sun poisoning. What do you think, babe?
You should definitely have some poisoning.
So mainly it's here that I'm like burnt. I don't know if you can tell, like my hand, and then this arm too, and then here, and a lot on my back. But you can't really see. But trust me, I'm burned. But my face is okay, which is the most important thing. So today, everybody else is going like shopping in town, and me and Adam are going to sit by the pool, hopefully under some shade, and catch up on some reading, and you know, get some more mojitos and just relax because I'm feeling a little woozy, and don't really feel like walking around because I will be tired and uncomfortable. And Adam says I have to take Benadryl, so I have a sneaking suspicion I'm also going to be sleepy. Yes?
Got a little sick
yesterday. I think everybody did. I think it was the food.
I definitely didn't drink enough to get sick.
No.
No, not even close.
We're going to stick to non-meat items from now on. Maybe he won't. I'm going to eat pizzas and pancakes and mojitos.
I just wish the food was better. It was awful. It's awful. It's the worst. Never come here.
But we are having a great time regardless.
Yeah, it's wonderful to be together.
Because we're together, yeah. And we're in paradise. I mean, it's a beautiful location. The water is beautiful.
People are very nice.
People are super nice. People that work here are awesome for the most part. And yeah, I mean, it's beautiful. How can we really complain? Just I wouldn't eat the food.
Yep.
Don't do that.
I mean, you don't have to worry about gaining weight. You know how you usually come back with like 10 extra pounds? I think we're going to be coming back a little lighter.
A little lighter. Yeah, I was thinking that yesterday. I was like, well, the bright side is I won't gain weight.
That's for sure.
Well, let's get to the beach, babe. What do you think?
I
Yeah,
say
get
it
to the
sounds
beach.
great.
Well, let's have breakfast first. Pancakes, no meat.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the beach.
All right,
What am I doing with my hands?
Why is it early here?
I'm having hallucinations.
All right.
So the day after, clearly I'm red as a lobster, and I go back down at 6:30 in the morning. First person out there, I get a couple of chairs with the umbrella. I put the umbrella up, and then a couple hours later, they come over and they're like, you got to take the umbrella down. It's too windy. And I was like, okay, but do you see, like, I have sun poisoning. I'm covered up, but literally, like, my knuckles were burnt. I needed the shade. And so I was like, well, you know, why didn't you tell me that like 3 hours ago when I got this chair, and then I could have gotten another chair, but now the pool's all filled up. There's no other chairs to be had. But they had all these VIP areas, you know, for like rock royalty, they called it, which upset me. It bothered me because this isn't all inclusive. What's this rock royalty thing? They had places on the beach, like beach beds. They had all these shady places with like their own personal pools and stuff. I never saw one person in there. I never saw one person in there. And I'm like, okay, you're telling me that I have to put my umbrella down, as you clearly see that I am burnt to hell. So give me one of those like areas for the day. Because you're telling me I gotta put my umbrella down and you're not giving me any other options besides go inside. So give me one of those. And they were like, we can't do that. And I'm like, well, why? How much is it? Like, I'll pay. And they're like, no, you need a reservation. And I was like, what do you mean you need a reservation? There's nobody in there. I was so heated, guys. I was so heated. But I was shivering because of the sun poisoning. I felt like they should have been more accommodating, but they were not. So whatever. But the people by the pool were awesome. Me and my family are very competitive people. So every day they do like this sort of quiz thing where they'd get up and they'd say, you know, name this song after just a couple of notes. And I was killing it because I'm really good with recognizing songs right off the bat. But then there was this other guy from Canada in the pool. We were going head to head and it was getting crazy there for a minute. And then I think I got like a Spice Girls song right. And he was like, this is called the hard rock, not the hard pop. And I was like, dude, stop. Then there was another day when they were doing snippets of songs from like your childhood shows or something, and my brother was killing it, man. We were, between me, my brother, and my cousin Corinne, we were like killing it. Mainly 90% my brother, because he was getting all of them. You know, he's 10 years older than me, so he's 45. And he grew up with like the Batman and all that stuff. And there was some shows that he was saying that I've never even heard of in my life. But the guy at the pool who was like running it, he was like, give the kids a chance. And he was like calling the kids in the pool who clearly hadn't like rung the bell first or like raised their hand first. And I was kind of arguing with him. It was playful, but I was really mad. I was like, come on, we were first. Like, we are going to win. And we did end up winning.
So now you're recording? Perfect. We got the ESPN camera right there. ESPN camera. Always at the best event. Tenemos a la cámara de ESPN grabando los mejores eventos. Aquí.
So I can catch you cheating, you know what I mean?
I'm not cheating, lady. Oh my gosh, I'm not cheating. No. You never say that. Please, I'm not cheating.
Okay.
I'm not cheating anymore.
Bending the rules.
You were going okay. This song goes for another 2 points. Everybody pay attention. The game is for everyone right here around. Es para todo el mundo aquí. DJ, vámonos. Oh, right there. Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo Papa. Yeah, boom, 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 boom. That's right, Scooby-Doo.
Woo! Scooby-Doo!
Okay, hold on. Right there, say it first. And you already know that. Guys, I'm not already complaining. You're winning so far. Come on.
Yeah, we're gonna win.
I know, you're winning.
We always win.
You already have the title saying you're Netflix, Mr. Netflix. This is a nice car, all the way from Cocobongo. That's right. This car, by the way, you gotta put right on your hips. So you gotta move the hips like Shakira. Oh, today, we're gonna give you this hand fan. So you're gonna blow yourself like this. Nice. Excellent. Or you're gonna give it to your wife. Right? Or the beautiful lady right there.
Sister
and sister-in-law. Well, they are the winners, actually. There you go. He played and she won.
We won! Woo! We won!
My dad was just cracking me up. My dad's kind of like me. He's very friendly and he likes to get into things, you know. He's this older guy, like I think he's in his 70s, and he was just dancing like he was a 25-year-old guy. Dancing with the girls at the pool. He was drinking. He was having a great time. It was so funny. He was cracking me up. I hope I can play some of this B-roll for you, but there's always music in the background, and I know I get copyright striked, but maybe I can play other music in the back behind it so that I can show you. He was dancing. He was a dancing fool, and we were having so much fun.
Stay with me, I need you here right now. Now say it with me, whenever I fall apart, 'cause I can't fake the love you make with me. You are my missing pieces. Oh, I feel it in my heart, like an elephant that stumbles in the dark. Oh, the taste of heaven on your tongue. Well, it carries me away up to a place where I'm so far from all the trials of yesterday, and where I know that everything is gonna be.
And then there was this sort of honeymooners game, kind of like the newlywed game, and me and Adam did it, and then my dad and my stepmother Lisa did it, and it was so funny because we did not know what we were in for. Oh my God, guys. We did not know what we were in for. So first, you were asked questions, and then you had to see if your answers matched. And so, for the most part, Adam and my answers did match, and you know, we went to the next level, and so did my dad and Lisa. And then after that, you had to do this balloon game where, oh my God, so embarrassing, because my entire family was there, where you had to have the balloon, and then they would give you a new balloon, and then you had to rush at them. I'll show you footage of my dad and Lisa doing it, because I didn't have mine recorded, obviously, because I was doing the recording. But you had to take the balloon and you had to rush at your like significant other and pop the balloon between the two of you. But then they have to like bend over and put their butts towards you, and then you have to pop the balloon on them like that. And then they sit down in a chair, and then you have to like jump on them and pop the balloon, and then they lay down on the ground, and then you have to like straddle them and jump on them and pop the balloon. And I'm like, oh my God, my dad's watching, my older brother's here, my mom's here. This is so embarrassing. But it was fun. And then the last part of that game was where the guy or your husband or boyfriend or whatever had to like do a sexy dance on you. And I know that my mom did get some sort of footage of this on her phone. So I'm actually going to text her and see if she can send it to me so I can put it in. I have my dad and Lisa's, but I don't think that they would want me to show you that. But I will show you mine and Adam's. Oh my God, he was cracking me up.
Me do me dirt, 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 dirt. Put me in a work, 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 work. When you gon' la, 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 learn. Me no care ever murder, hurt, hurt, hurts. Drive me out deserting. No time.
Guys, I'm pretty sure we got a kids club right there. Tina, take your kids right now. How are you feeling now? You feel good. How are you feeling now? I'm ready to jump on. What he tried to say is...
There was only one swim up bar that you would ever find me at, and that was the one that Jules was working at because he made a bomb mojito. He made a way better mojito than anybody else did on that resort, and I don't know why, but they struggle with dirty martinis in Mexico. I'm just like, bring me a martini, make it dirty, and then bring me a crap ton of extra olives and a crap ton of extra olive juice so I can make my own, because that's pretty much what you have to do. But that's all I drank. I drank dirty martinis and some wine and mojitos all day long from Jules. When Jules had the day off, it was hard. It was hard. Adam bought a straw hat on the beach because he did not realize how sunny it was going to be. He even got burnt one day himself, and he never gets burnt. So he bought this cool straw hat on the beach, and I liked it. It was really cute on him. It was like a little straw fedora. They had this bomb coffee station a couple of times where they made you like a fire coffee. I don't even know what it was. It was coffee and like a bunch of liquor. So they would set the liquor on fire, and then they would pour it while it was on fire. And I'm not sure what they did to it, but after they poured it in the cup, they poured some coffee on it, they put some homemade whipped cream on it, they put some crunchy things on top. I don't know what it was. It was delicious, but incredibly strong. It burned going down, and not because it was hot, because it was strong.
Thank you.
It's really good.
It's really strong, but it's good.
What I was sad about was that we missed Easter with the kids because we were there on Easter Sunday. My sister got married on Saturday, and we were there on Sunday after, which was Easter, and that was sad to not be with the kids for Easter. So that was like the one low point for me, that I got a little depressed. They had Easter stuff all over the pool, so it kept reminding me. But then they had this foam party in the pool, which distracted me because I threw myself wholeheartedly into that foam party. And they had like, all the girls were dressed up with like bunny ears on, and then they had this creepy Easter bunny. I'll see if I can find a picture. This creepy Easter bunny, but then they brought a DJ in and put foam in the pool, and we had a great time, even though a lot of foam got in my mouth. But that was like the one low point where I was a lot sad that I wasn't with the kids for Easter. And then obviously the wedding, it was beautiful. It was a destination wedding. It was right on the beach. It was absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, where'd they go? Oh, there they are. Where'd they go? There they are.
I was just having a hard time the entire time. This is my little sister. You know, I'm 7 years older than her, so I always felt more like a sister, but kind of more like a mom at times to her in our life together. And it was so crazy to see her get married, see her in a wedding dress. Like, it was very difficult for me to not break down and cry constantly. Just seeing her in that wedding dress, and she looked so beautiful, and she looked so happy. And it was a beautiful wedding, and it was a beautiful time. Everybody had a great time. I wish that I'd had my vlogging camera with me when she was walking down the aisle. I didn't think she would want me to have that with me when she was walking down the aisle, but now that I think about it, she probably would have appreciated having that footage of her walking down the aisle towards us. You know, hindsight's kind of 2020 thing. But I did get a lot of cute video of her. She was cracking me up because the photographer came into the room when we were getting ready, and he kept trying to get her to be like a little sexy, like pull her robe down and stuff. And she was like, I don't want to pull my robe down. I don't want to be sexy. I just want it like a normal shot. And I'm like, no, show your skin. Like it looks good for the shot. And she's like, no, I don't want to be sexy. She was getting like really mad.
I'm just gonna do this.
He wants you to take it off.
I don't want to.
He wants you to.
No, Sam, you're fine. So just like, I'm just
Slide it down. Just slide it down so we can see your skin.
Oh, she was so pissed. She was so pissed. But it's so funny. That's like, we're very different, you know, like to me, I would just be like, yeah, like, what do you want? I would almost get naked because whatever to get the shot. But she's so modest and, you know, like had her robe like up to her neck, like it was a turtleneck. It was so cute. We're very different, but I think she was getting upset with me because I kept trying to pull down her robe. But the night before her wedding, we all went to her and Jeff's room. Jeff's her husband, and we kind of had a couple drinks and just hung out and talked a little bit.
Hi. Last fling before the ring.
Yeah, but because I'm too afraid to leave it in the hotel.
Wait, Jeff, where are you gonna sleep tonight? You can't sleep with the bride the night before the wedding.
He won't leave.
You have to leave. Jeff, you can't sleep here tonight.
Oh no.
Now I feel like I have to put my bras away. Now I feel like I have to put my bras away.
Those off or no?
Not yet.
Leave me satisfied. Well, there's one thing I know for sure. It's when her waves of love come crashing down upon my shore.
And then after we played a game of Sequence, Sam and Jeff got this game called Sequence. It's awesome. It's addictive. If you haven't played it yet, you should. It's so much fun. Played a game of Sequence, and then we went to bed, got up the next morning, and then we had to all go, all the bridesmaids, to the salon on the resort and have our hair and makeup done. That took a couple hours, and then after that, it felt like everything went so fast. You know, I thought that was just my wedding, where the wedding goes so fast. I thought it was just me, but other people's weddings go fast too.
Sometimes we don't stop, yeah, we don't stop to see the stars are shining. Life is what you are when times get hard. Just raise your glass and toast to all the things you love, the lives you've given up, all the miracles that seem like never enough. The very heart of us that's been collecting dust, let it out, 'cause these are the best of days. Whoa, whoa, just let it out. These are the best of days. Whoa, whoa, just let it out.
It struck me how beautiful she was. And this was the little girl who's been my best friend for so long, and who I can never imagine being not a part of my life. And she's just growing up, you know, she's got a great job where she's, you know, running a team of people. She's married, she owns a home now. Like, it's just crazy how fast time goes and how you don't even realize that it's going that fast until something like that happens and you take a look at where you are and where the people that you love are, and you realize that, you know, time's going by fast. There's nothing you can do to slow it down. There's nothing you can do to go back. You can't stop it. So you really have to just value every moment like this. And I did value this moment with my family, with my sister, with her husband's family, who are now, as a result, part of our family. So it was just an amazing time. But all good things have to come to an end, and we had to come back to reality. Adam could not wait to get home. He kept saying, like, I can't wait, I miss the kids. And like, I miss the kids too, don't get me wrong. But I had to look at him and say, yo, you're not with the kids long enough if you miss them already, because I miss them, but not to the point where I'm like, can't wait to get back and become a slave to my children again. I know we don't get to go on vacation often. I know we don't get away often, so I was really trying to relish every last moment. The last night before we left, I was kind of feeling sick, just tired and not right. So we didn't go anywhere for dinner. We just ordered a crap ton of room service to our room. So it's our last night here, and we thought we should stay in and order room service. Stay in bed, but I think we went a little overboard. What do you think?
Well, I mean, you gotta have 4 salads.
Well, because I like this salad. This is like a goat cheese and pecan salad, but they gave us a smaller portion yesterday, so I ordered 3. I ordered 1 for you, and then 2 for me, and then a chicken Caesar salad for me, and then we each got a soup.
Which is good.
Which is good, and then Adam got a hamburger and 2 desserts.
And if you say that pineapple doesn't belong in a pizza,
Oh,
you
and
really should just try it.
He got a Hawaiian pizza.
Because it tastes good.
So, I mean, I don't think that's too much food. We didn't eat all day.
Food has not been great. So the rationale was we'll order a lot and maybe half is going to be good.
Staying in bed watching Ocean's 8.
Good times.
And it was honestly such a perfect way to end the vacation because I was with my husband, who I love more than anything in the world. We had a bunch of food, which we love. Good TV, no kids yelling at us, nobody who wanted anything from us. We were just able to be alone. And on that note, I do want to say that it is easy when you're in a relationship or you're married, when you're on vacation, to be so good together, right? There's no responsibilities. You don't have to go to work. There's no kids around to take your attention off of each other. And you reconnect. Anytime Adam and I are alone, we always reconnect. But it's hard to maintain that connection when we get back to the real world. And he's running off to work, and I'm, focused on YouTube. And then obviously our attention's a split every which way with the kids and all the other stuff that we have going on. So we made the promise to ourselves when we left that we would not lose that vacation connection and the vacation feeling. And we would always, in the future, try to make time for each other and try to have fun, because that's, I think, what you lose when you leave the vacation world and go to the real world. You lose your humor. So that's really the one thing that we wanted to make a promise to each other. When we got home, we would keep our sense of humor. We would keep our connection. Whatever it took, we were going to do that. And so far, I mean, we have. I know it's only been a couple weeks, but I think that we have. And I think now that we realize the difference between vacation Adam and Stephanie and home Adam and Stephanie, we'll be much better, and we'll be more cognizant of realizing when we're kind of sliding back into that home Adam and Stephanie, the Adam and Stephanie that are so stressed out. Sometimes it seems like we're just ships in the night, and he comes home and I, start working, and he goes to work and I'm with the kids. And sometimes we don't even really have a full conversation in a day because we're just so busy and we have our own things going on. So we definitely are putting a stop to that. Hopefully it lasts. I'll keep you updated. But that's one of the things that I can say in a marriage. The most important thing to do is to remember that, all this stuff is happening, but it's happening to the both of you. You're in it together. And if you lose your sense of humor, if you lose the lightness that you two had together as a couple when you met before, you had a home together and kids together and responsibilities together, if you lose that lightness and that newness and that excitement, you will have a harder time making it in marriage. It will be hard. So if you can be self-aware enough to see that and to realize that, okay, we're home and we still got stuff to do, but we don't need to be these, people who are stressed out and bickering. It's almost like you just become robots when you come home. You have things to do and responsibilities, and you just go into robot mode and do those responsibilities. And you lose that human connection and you lose the spontaneity. I think in general, Adam and I have such a strong and good marriage that's actually founded in love. We really, really, really love each other. So we will always do anything that it takes in order to make this work and to make it last. After we got home, pretty much, like I said, life set back in, but it was easier because we were still trying to keep the spark and the lightness and the happiness of vacation alive. And I got back to work on the Manson videos, as you know, which I'm still doing. And other than that, we spent the last day of the month. Adam was at work, but I was here with all the kids, and Nev took Bella and Aiden outside, and some neighborhood kids were over. It was a beautiful day, and she was just painting their faces, and it was just kind of nice hanging out with them, watching them run around the yard. It was a good way to end the month because I started the month off so stressed out, and I ended the month kind of relaxed. I knew that I was on my way to getting all these Manson videos out. I finally made my to-do list, which put in perspective for me everything I needed to accomplish and everything I needed to do for the month of May. And I just felt a lot better at the end of the month than I felt at the beginning of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will do better at taking more B-roll and vlogging more during the month of May. I've already started, and it was just new for me, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. Stay kind and stay beautiful. I love you. Bye.
She's like a sickness in my brain, a vision standing by the window pane. She ripples through the blinds and leaves me in a daze.
My feet hurt.
It's in the way her body moves me, the way she grabs me and intoxicates, until the signals in my mind